Hello, I'm Emily Daniel and I'll be talking about the importance of farming. I live on a farm, so I know and understand the work it takes to be a farmer. Without farmers, there wouldn't be anybody to take care of or grow things like wheat, beans, cows, and many more products. In the article, Why is Agriculture Important in Today's World? It says agriculture is the main contribution to gross domestic production. Now, gross domestic production is the total value of goods produced and services provided in the country in 1 year. In another article, Helping Family Farmers Thrive, it says independent farmers are the pillars for their communities, which I would agree and disagree, since today produce is shipped anywhere and everywhere now. But I believe it's the same everywhere that people don't realize that the meal they are having came from a farm. People just get their groceries or order their food and don't think about where it came from. U.S. farms and ranchers spend $329 billion to produce $388 billion in goods in 2012 as told from Farm Policy Facts. Also, farmers produce 80% of our food and fiber. Without that 80% of food from farmers, companies would be struggling to make up for that portion. Everyone thinks that being a farmer is fun and easy when it's not. From personal experience, I can tell you that working on a farm is far from easy. There's always something to do, whether it's feeding cows, fixing fence or machinery, or planting seeds. As a farmer, you work from sunup to sundown, in the freezing cold, in the rain, or in the heat, so you forget about having a day off. I believe the main reason some farms don't last long or struggle is because of cost. A used 2008 7715 John Deere costs $140,000, and that's an older used model. Farmers can't just have a tractor. They need to pull a planter that will plant their corn or beans, which a planter, depending on size and if it's used or not, will also cost around $140,000. Now that you have your tractor and planter, you're going to be needing a combine so that you can cut whatever you're planting. A 2012 John Deere S680 combine costs around $344,900, and again, that's a used combine and will depend on the size and type you get for cost. That is just the beginning. First off, you have to buy land and then build barns and grain bins for storage. Then you will also need machinery like a disc to work your ground, a roller to flatten it back out, and if you don't want to buy hay from someone, you will need to buy a rake and baler so that you can have your own hay for your cattle. And you just can't do all of that with one tractor, so you'll probably have to buy another one. Farmers also have to have a farm truck, a wagon to haul seed, and a wagon to haul cattle, and many more things. Farmers also have to buy feed. For example, my dad feeds our cattle with pellets and silage. Then he buys different minerals and salt blocks to give the cattle too. One bag of minerals will cost $30, and if you have a lot of cattle like my dad does, you're going to be buying a lot more than one bag. A salt block will cost around $5, but remember, you'll probably be needing more than one. There's still a lot of other things farmers have to spend money on. Now, being a farmer isn't all bad. You learn to appreciate the little things and be thankful for what you have. Therefore, being a farmer is definitely not easy, but they are important. I have some graphs I would like to show. This first graph is a total of farms and value of production by farms in 2007. As you can see, 88.3% of farms are small family farms, 9.3% are large-scale farms, and 2.4% are non-family farms. On the other side of this graph is the value of production, in which 6.5% are large-scale family farms, 17.7% are non-family farms, and 16.4% are small family farms. This next graph is just a visual of soybean production in the United States to show how farmers have grown over the years. As you can see on this graph, farmers have different trends, mainly because of weather. But soybean production has increased this year due to favorable weather. This last graph is showing the number of farms and average farm size in the United States from the years 1980 to 2007. In conclusion, farming is a lot of work and expensive, but without the farms, other producers would struggle to meet the needs of our growing population. In the words of the late President John F. Kennedy, our farmers deserve praise, not condemnation, and their efficiency should be cause for gratitude, not for something which they were penalized.